After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Heward in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's May. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. May now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. May throwing for it. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. Panthers pick this one up. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
Stroud in the air to start us off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and just 2 to go. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Okay, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. May looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Made a throw it. Escapes out to the left. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
1 quarter down.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They need the right call here. It'll be 3rd and goal. And he's brought down for a loss. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled for a short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Stroud off the play fake. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get the game's 1st points here in the 2nd. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
On first down, they'll run. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Getting out to his left. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete. It's Ingram. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. They'll hand it to him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Nevis with a point after. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Nevis ready to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Putting the tight end in motion. He's on the move. And on the run right, throwing deep down the side. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Running back, motioning right. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Made out a throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To the air yet again, May. He's got Smith. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Patriots chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. On play action, here's Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. He'll throw it. On the move, headed right. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A final throw before the break. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Got a man, Palmer has it. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Second and 8. Escapes the pocket. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Working quickly here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throw on 3rd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Mevis able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hyatt with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. They motion the tight end over. This one falls incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Finds Hyatt. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So Super Bowl 6. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They motion a receiver left. May now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Hyatt going to motion over left. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
New set of downs for him at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 14. Buying some time right. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Plowing up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Man in motion, out of the slot. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll run here on first down. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Panthers holding a 10-point lead. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Bigsby. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Again, it's Bigsby. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. On play action, here's May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. May now from the gun. This finds Smith. And this one doesn't go far. Now we'll pause for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. Operating from the gun, here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. May. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Need this to force overtime. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. And it's all over. The Lombardi is headed to North Carolina. The Panthers are Super Bowl champions. Here's Commissioner Roger Goodell to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Carolina Panthers, champions of Super Bowl 64. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch you all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.